as a head coach do you feel with a freshman as your backup, possibly?
Well, he's got some work to do, but it's not like, Tiger and Dalen are completely out of it too. I mean, just there's not as many reps we can give to people. He's, did some good things at Naps. He's done some good things in camp. It's still a battle, but we feel like that we have to give him the majority of our reps. I mean, it's hard to split reps with three
Yeah.
guys, and so,
Hmm.
and like I said, they're still pretty close. But we just feel like we're gonna invest, in Perry and see how he did. But like I said, it's Tiger and Dalen are still in the mix too.
Another thing I noticed on the depth chart that really probably the most surprising thing to me was that Tyler Pastorio is not on there at the moment. I understand he's a little nicked up. Where's he at? And was there concern he won't be available for the opener?
Well, we gotta check with the trainers. I mean,
Hmm.
we'll just kind of see how that goes.
Right, but for now he's not available.
Yeah.
Right. What the other kicker? There's a freshman that's come out of nowhere. When I did the story about the kickers a few weeks ago, he was not mentioned, and now all of a sudden it looks like he's in the mix. Can you talk about the young man? I think it's number 31.
Yeah. Bijan, I think I keep pronouncing his name wrong, and it's bad for somebody as New Matololo to pronounce somebody else's name wrong. But he's done a good job. It's been between him and Jr. Ben Fee
Hmm.
and Owen, and he's kind of emerged. He's done some good things.
Right. So that just was the case where, I mean, because he really wasn't in the picture, but all of a sudden he started kicking well enough that he caught your all's notice.
Yeah, well, we knew he was a big time recruit out of high school, and so he's done a really good job. Um, and you got to give kid credit because you don't ever really know how a kid's legs are going to be after plebe summer, and he's still got a lot of pop in his legs. So, if he's kicking like this now, which we're excited about, when he gets his legs back, it's really exciting.
So I was going to ask you, there's a recent development with Air Force and Army both had players that were allowed to go into the NFL this year, and it was not the 2 year deal. Brent Toth, I think, is just out of West Point, and the long snapper from Air Force, it was a similar situation. So what is your thought on that, and what it might mean for Navy? Because it appears as though guys that graduate are going to be allowed to immediately pursue the NFL.
I mean, if that happens, that's great. I've always just played that by ear, and it's case by case, and obviously there's been some comments about that coming to fruition, and to see two guys that it's actually happening for, that's good for them, and obviously it's good for us in recruiting. But it's not like all three of us have 22 draft choices every year
Right?
coming
It's
out.
for you and far between.
Yeah, for all three of us together.
Right.
So if guys are good enough to play at that level and they give them an opportunity, I think it's great for them. It's great for our schools. But I don't think anybody's completely getting out of anything though.
Hmm.
I mean, even the guys from Keenan and
Right, they're doing
Joe,
reserve work.
yeah, they've all done service and they're gonna do service. So I think there's this misconception if a guy goes right now
He's
that
not serving.
yeah, there's gonna be some service tied somewhere. I mean,
Well, actually, their service gets longer because they have to do more in the reserves than they would have done in. It's apparently is what
right.
I found out. And last thing I was going to ask you about the thing with the Leahy and how it all evolved. When did you find out that he was going to be put on scholarship?
Well, they called me that night, so we were doing camp,
Hmm.
and so it was at the end, we're at nighttime watching film, and then I saw my phone ring, and I normally don't answer it, and I just looked at it as an 801 number, and obviously my son's there,
Hmm.
and so I say, well, what's going on, and I just wanted to make sure because sometimes maybe something happened,
Right.
so I just answered it, and it was their creative department,
Hmm.
and they told me what Coach Whittingham's goals were, and I said, yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd
Hmm.
love to be a part of that, and our team very graciously, allowed me to selfishly do that for my son, and it was a really cool deal.
So, did you actually talk to Coach Whittingham at all about it, or did it was through an
Oh
intermediate?
yeah, well we text all the time.
Right. Right.
I mean, he's one of my close friends in college football. There's a few Division One coaches I stay in contact with through the year. Every now and then we'll wish each other best of luck or we send each other texts. We're all both busy, but he's one of my good friends in college football, and so we just text each other.
So, did you text him thank you?
Oh yeah, big time. And just my wife and I just really excited. I told my wife she cried. It was
Hmm.
an exciting time for my family. So I was excited because he's worked hard and he had other opportunities other places to get a scholar. That was offered a scholarship and he wants to go there. I'm like, can you at least go somewhere where we have a scholarship?
Right. Right.
But he finally earned one, so I'm grateful because that's a big time program.
Right.
And I mean, that's a top 15 program, so I'm excited for him.
Was it cool to see his reaction when he saw the video when back at their meeting?
Yeah, that was awesome. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of cool to hear all that stuff. And I don't really understand the social media stuff, but people calling saying it went viral, and so
Mhm.
I assume that's good. But I'm excited for my son.
So after he found out through the video, did you actually speak to him?
Yeah, we
Right.
talked. My wife and I talked to him. Well, actually, we FaceTime, so
Mhm.
we're all ecstatic for him.
Well, and I think it more than just the scholar, it's really what it means that he has worked hard enough and improved enough that he's considered that level. And I think it's really more about what it means than money.
I think for him that was it. I mean, very grateful to get a scholarship, but to know that his hard work, that he was valued on the team, and I think that meant something to him. But just his place in their team has made me reflect on our guys. Maybe guys are on a scout team and make sure that everybody recognizes their value to our team. That you're all important, whether you're a starting quarterback or the scout team safety.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about the backup quarterback situation.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously, some changes on the depth chart. Just tell us where we are.
Well, it's a work in progress. I mean, no one's ready yet. Talk about decision making, going out and not losing the game. And right now, we're not doing that. We're going out, we're turning the football over, not making great decisions. So the way I see it is, there's some guys that I'm working with. Perry Olsen's a guy I'm working with right now, but at the same time, he's not lighting it up either. So again, it's still a process we're working on. That we're in the middle of. Again, we're going to continue to grind these guys, and again, it's my job to get them better, and I'll do that.
Are you worried as we're 2 weeks from the opener? And I mean, God forbid if something happened, as we always know, one play away.
No, again, 2 weeks is a long time. And again, we begin getting a lot of reps. We worked all of them. Tiger's worked, Dalen's worked. Even Masai. Masai's working hard. So again, it's just a process that we're going through. Obviously, Malcolm's the solid starter. And obviously we feel really good about that. Again, the other guys are coming along. Dalen has some game experience. When a guy goes into a game that hasn't played much, you call the game to their strengths. So it's not like we can't play with them. The main thing I'm concerned with is just their decision making, because the other part we can handle as coaches and play calling, but the main thing is their decision making, and that's the key.
And what has Olsen showed you at this point that has led him to be listed as the backup on the current depth chart?
But again, just leadership, and again, just as far as the big playability and what we can do with him, as far as his body build, and he's played in the offense.
Right, he was at Naps, right?
Again, but at the same time, again, he's not lighting it up either. Today was a really, really tough day for him. So again, we'll continue to work, the process, and again, look at the other guys as well, and make sure that we got the right guy back there. That's my job.
What's Tiger Gosselin bring to the table?
Same exact thing. He's a great leader. Again, all those guys can play. The main thing I'm concerned right now is the decision making and going out and not losing the game for us. Going out and be able just to play the game, play it smart, and take care of football. And right now, none of those guys are doing that right now. So again, it can be a toss-up.
Any disappointment with Dalen in that he's been in the system for 3 years and he came out of spring as number 2. He went into August camp as number 2, and he had a chance to seize that, and apparently he did not.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a fine line. It's all about decision making. Again, that's something that I instill in those guys from day one. It's about going out and winning the game for us and not losing the game. And again, he was definitely number 2. And again, he's been struggling decision making wise.
Right.
So then we put Tiger in there. Tiger struggle. So again, that brought in Dalen. Masai's problem has just been made the transition from playing in the gun for 4 years in high school
Right,
and playing
to
on
be
the
on
center.
center.
That's Masai's issue right now. Other than that, he would be right in the mix as well. But he's been just training on working with him on taking a snap from under center. That's been his biggest obstacle right now. So again, we'll continue to work it, and again, next week we'll be ready to go.
Tiger Gosselin is battling for the backup quarterback spot among several people, and Coach just told me the depth chart really doesn't mean anything right now because it's wide open, and frankly, he said that none of you all are ready. What can you talk about the whole process and what it's been like here in camp as far as the competition?
It's absolutely been super competitive. In the quarterback room, Jasper's very transparent, and he lets us know everything he tells you guys. He tells us. So I mean, from what he tells us, it's all about decision making and stuff like that. And as of right now, none of us have really shown or pulled away from each other, which just keeps the competitive spirit up. And we just all got to keep working.
Did you have any experience in triple option type offense in high school?
No, I did not. I ran it at Naps though.
Right. What type of offense did you run in high school?
Spread, all
Okay.
spread.
So, but do you felt that your time at Naps, you got a decent handle on it, enough to come in here and be ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Naps definitely prepares you for a lot of things. One being the triple, and also like for academy life. So definitely recommend Naps for sure.
So what do you feel you bring to the table? I mean, is the type of quarterback you are, what do you feel your strengths are?
Um, I just probably my biggest thing is just getting along with the team. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good leader, and I feel like a lot of the guys like me. And I'm all the guys know I'm never gonna stop working. So like I'll outwork everybody. That's just my kind of thing. And I may not be as fast as Malcolm or as big as Dalen or stuff like that, but I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna work.
And so, as far as the offense, do you feel fairly comfortable when you run option, and as far as making the reads, et cetera, that goes into being a quarterback in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I feel fairly comfortable. I mean, there's always more work to be done, and I can always get more comfortable. So that's just kind of every day I come out here and try to get a little bit more comfortable and kind of do what I can to help the team win.
So Tiger with him, why?
So apparently, when I was supposed to be Ty, Ty. Then when I was born, my grandpa Jerry Goslin said like a cheesy line about how I looked aggressive, like I looked like a tiger. So they kind of just merged the two, Ty and then Tiger, and kept
Is that
the
your
Y.
real name?
It is, yes.
That's not a nickname?
Nope.
Okay.
It's on the certificate.
That's on the birth certificate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another one of the backup quarterback candidates, and Coach Jasper just said that this is a long way from being finished, and somebody better step up soon because we're getting closer to the opener. And frankly, he said he's not overly confident any of you can go in there and do the job right now. What can you say about where things stand?
I would definitely say he's not wrong. I agree with him. I don't think anybody is really, taking hold of the position. We've all kind of had a chance to take it over, and like he said, he really hits on just make smart decisions, make winning decisions, take care of the rock. So we really all just need to, as a group, do better at that. But yeah, I definitely agree with him.
Were you at all surprised when the new depth chart came out today and your name was number 2 behind Malcolm?
I mean, kind of, not really. Not that I feel like I'm better than anybody, but these coaches told me they were going to give me a chance, and that's what they did. They're very true to their word. So, so no, I wasn't really that surprised.
So in high school, did you run any semblance of option offense?
I did. I ran my senior year. I ran the triple option, but
Really? Okay.
yes, I did. And
So you had a little bit of experience.
Yes, sir. And then I played linebacker from my freshman to junior year, so with the physicality,
And then you were at Naps, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And
Yes,
so
sir.
you feel like was that valuable as far as getting a better handle on the offense?
Yes, absolutely. It really was a really good year to mature, learn the offense a little bit better. Coach Mack did a really good job over there getting us ready to come here. But yes, it definitely helped.
But can you talk about how it's a whole nother level here, and you got Coach Jasper beating you down on the meeting rooms and giving you quizzes, and I mean he don't let up. I mean it's probably a little bit different than Naps.
Yes, sir. No, he's intense. He told us he's very straightforward with us, very honest. He told us he was going to coach us hard. That's what he's doing, and that's the best kind of coaching. I don't want somebody that's going to sugarcoat anything. He doesn't beat around the bush. He tells you straight up how it is, and he's making us a lot better day by day. So.
Anything in particular you feel you want to work on in order to, if you were to nail down the backup job, what do you got to do better?
Just decision making, not getting in my own head a little bit too much, thinking my way out of stuff. Just trusting what I've been coached by Coach Jasper, and just execution. Really, that's about it.